It came across, I think, after I did my master's at Oregon. I spent 2 years at Forest Lawn, and then I was encouraged to apply for the athletic director at Bowness High School. And I really hadn't thought too much about it. The opportunity just came about, and I liked the idea. It was something a little different again. And so I went to Bowness as athletic director and as the curriculum leader in phys ed. I was sort of at the crossroads of my career in teaching, and I needed another challenge. And I talked to Tim Main about the position, and I was encouraged to apply for it. And having been raised in Calgary and going to high school in Calgary, I was really interested in high school athletics. It was a big part of my life. So after talking with Tim, I thought, well, that would be a good challenge, and it'd be a nice job. So I decided to apply, and I had known that John Semculi and Tim Main had done terrific jobs and left the association in great shape. So it was just a nice fit for me. I think it comes with the people around you. And I don't think leadership is very difficult if you surround yourself with the best possible people and let them do your job. You're always there if there are any problems and if they need any help. But I think when I was with high school athletics, the sport chairs were the people that really ran the show. And I was sort of in the background, and I had some terrific sport chairs, and I let them run their sports, and they did a terrific job, and it really made the job much easier for me. So it's the people around you that really do the job, and they make you look good or bad, whatever you choose. But I felt I had really terrific support, and the principals were very supportive also. So it was a wonderful job. I loved it. If I had made a mistake, I found the best thing to do is right away admit your mistake, and then how you can do to improve it. And my philosophy has always been, you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. And I can remember having a discussion with a gentleman. I really made a bad mistake, and I admitted to him that I made a mistake, and he came all over me. He just jumped on me. And after I admitted I made a mistake and how we can make it better, he was great. We had a great discussion and a great talk, and we left as friends. And to me, that was a really good lesson for me. And don't argue. Don't try and cover up the mistake. Admit it and then go on. I think the most important element is you're doing it for the students, for the athletes. If you support them and support the coaches, you have a good, successful program. And I know it's a very difficult question because there's so many factors about high school athletics. But I think it's support and making sure that the proper focus is on the students and that they get a good experience and a very valuable experience. I think high school athletics is a very valuable experience for the students. I got to know a young fella from Crescent Heights, and he was in the hospital and he had a very serious injury. And one of the most exciting things for him in his life of 17 years was winning the Division III City Championship in football. And he was so excited about that. And I think those things are high school athletics at the city level, provincial level, can make a student really set a good foundation for them for whatever they do in life, just competing and competing fairly. Very humbled. It's a very prestigious award, and it's something I really value. I sit around the table with the ASAA, and I was absolutely amazed at the dedication of all the people in the room and how important they felt high school athletics was, and they were only there to the betterment of the students. Nobody was there on an ego trip. So the ASAA is just a wonderful organization that it has the right focus. I would have to recognize my family. They've been wonderful. All the nights I spent away from them, my wife Teresa and our 4 daughters, they were at many city championships helping out, provincial championships. We used to laugh because my daughter Melissa would be at the gate for a provincial championship, and she was a self-proclaimed gate bitch, and nobody got by Melissa. So my family has been very, very important in my high school athletics, and even coaching and as a department head. And of course, John Payton he's been really a big help, always there to support, and when I needed him. And I have to thank John Semculi and Tim Main, because they left the high school athletics in such great shape in Calgary. They all had they were there for the right reasons, and they were very instrumental in setting up the Calgary High School Athletic Association.